Hi guys, it's Sage. For today's video, I am going to journal with you guys. So if you don't know, I have been journaling this year for the very first time in my life. I never did it before, and I've never been artistic or anything, so this isn't that beautiful, but it is really fun and it's really relaxing. So I'm gonna go through making my June journal with you guys. So let's just get right into it. First things first, I'm going to show you guys what I have so far. So let's look through it. Perfect. Now we are at the page where we're going to start and you guys kind of have an idea of what it's going to look like. Now, every month I have been doing it roughly the same but making some changes. This month I think I'm going to do it the same way that I did May. So let's just get right into it. The first thing I do when I'm starting a month is choose a flower that's going to represent that month and choose the two main colors that I'm going to use throughout that month. I've decided for June that my two main colors are going to be orange and blue, and I'm going to draw a daisy for my flower. What we're going to do is, first things first, I have my markers here and I'm going to grab out my orange, this color, and my blue. I think I'm going to use this one. Kind of crazy contrasting colors, but I thought it would be fun. I will close these up, pop them right over here, and now we have our base. Next, what I'm going to do is pick my flower. So I've been drawing these flowers off Pinterest. I am no artist, so they're not going to be perfect, but for me, it's just fun. So I'm going to pull up the photo, and I'm going to draw it out in pencil. This is the flower I have chosen for this month. I only ever draw one stem curving here, and then I draw one flower to the best of my abilities. I also draw the month and the numbers. So first what I'm going to do is go in with a pencil and center the month and the numbers, and then I will draw the flower. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Once I'm happy with how that's looking on the page, once I have all the dates written out, for me personally, I start my week off as Sunday. I'm not really sure why, but I know that some people start as Sunday and some people start as Monday. I always was like a strong, no, the week starts on a Monday type of person. But when I started doing this journal, I was like, it looks prettier when the weekends are like split up. So I don't know, that's what I started doing. So in this whole book, it goes Sunday as the start of the week. So now I'm going to roughly draw the flower where I want it, and hopefully it goes well. Okay, so I know it's not perfect, but for me, one of the biggest things with this is just letting go and having fun. If I try and make it too perfect, I'll just get frustrated and it won't actually be fun, and it's never going to be perfect because, you know, I didn't grow up doing art, so I just have to kind of let it go and deal with the mistakes and, you know, just let it be. Here is my flower right now and my month. Now I will go through, make it neater and color it with my two marker colors that I chose. And then I will erase the pencil line so you can't see it and it'll look a lot neater. So I'll be back when that's all done. Alright, so I know I said I try not to be perfect, but this is definitely my worst one by far. My best one was April. Let me show you that one. That was by far my best. Here. Much better. I don't know what happened. I got like 10 years younger, I think, just in drawing that. But you know what? That's okay. Like Bob Ross, you know, happy mistakes, right? Happy accidents. All right, for my next page, I always make a calendar. I do it like this. I write it at the top, and then I go from Sunday to Saturday, and I draw out all the squares. I use the two same colors that I use in the beginning of the month to keep it cohesive. So now we're going to mark that out and draw it out. Okay, I hope you can see that, but I have all of the dots here and I have 30 squares. So now I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw it out all in my blue pen, and then I'm going to use the orange marker to date it all. Okay, perfect. Now that we have all those squares pretty evenly and our title written out, I'm going to write the days of the week and I'm going to number all the boxes, and then I'm going to add some sort of swirly design here. Not sure what, but I'm going to probably use my blue highlighter, but maybe my orange one. We will see. Well, that is my calendar all done for the month. Next, what we are going to do, I'm just checking out my May one. I did my calendar and then I did my habit tracker. So let's get started on that. Basically, I do this to keep track of things that, you know, I want to make a habit and I want to do often. So I have a list of things I'm going to write, but first off, I'm going to write habit tracker in cursive just right in the middle here, centered out the way I like, and then we will go from there. Now I have that written and mostly centered. It's not perfect. I decided to use this darker, like dusty orange for it because I didn't want it to be the exact same, but I wanted it to still like be cohesive. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw out bunch of like not squares. Let me show you shapes like these that fit the days of the months, and then I'm going to underneath them write what the habit is that I'm tracking. And I'm going to do it in brown because brown is my base color. I don't like to use black. It like dulls it too down for me. I want it to still be colorful, and brown is like subtle enough where it's not like its own color, but you know, it like looks good with the rest of the colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will be back. The habit part is finally complete. It takes the longest, but I think it's fun. It's definitely not perfect, but I think it kind of looks fun, and you know, it's a little wonky, but I'm really trying to not hold myself to do everything perfectly because in reality, nothing is perfect. So why should I expect myself to do this perfectly? I don't know. That's my logic. So it's not perfect, but I don't mind. Next, we are going to do, let's take a look. We're going to do a mood tracker. Now, these are fun. Kind of lets me see how the month went as a whole and, you know, if it correlates to anything or, you know, it's just good to look back on and reflect like on your day at the end of the day and, you know, see how it actually was and how you actually felt. I like doing different little doodles and, you know, so for this one, I decided, I remember now, that I was going to do little hearts and each of them are going to be a different color. So that's what we're going to do now. First, I'm going to write mood tracker at the top in pencil, make sure it's all spaced out, same as always. Then I will color it. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do. We'll decide when we get there, and I'll do a little swirly and then we'll be back. Perfect, that's all done. It looks adorable. I'm super happy with how it came out. Next, we are almost there, guys. I'm going to write my June goals. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to center June goals here. Do the same thing as always, write it in pencil first, then color it over, do my little doodles, and then I will come back to you. Alright, my 4 goals are now written out, and at the bottom, I'm just going to do the Instagram icon, the TikTok icon, and the YouTube icon so that I can track how many followers or subscribers I have on the first of the month. So I won't be filling out the numbers right now because it is still May, but on the first of the month, I will go through and fill out those numbers so I can see how I grow. Now I have those symbols done. Perfect. We are going to move on to the last page of June. Eventually, I do want to start getting more creative and adding more things every month. But for this one, we are just staying simple. So I do an end of month recap, and I basically just ask questions to myself to kind of get a sense of how the month went, what went well in the month, and how I can do better going forward so that I'm always bettering myself. So I'm going to write out those questions now. The end of month recap is now done, and that means that concludes my June journal. So we're going to do a quick flip through, and then I will conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me and doing my June journal with me. If you guys have any ideas for what I should add to next month, please let me know. I'm constantly on Pinterest trying to find new ideas and new things that I should do. Yeah, so just let me know. I hope you guys have a great month.